and Sid here with you. Kind of news that hit everyone yesterday.
Yes.
Surrounding Jerry Springer. He passed away at the age of 79. His family confirmed the death yesterday, saying that he died peacefully at his home in the Chicago suburbs. Jerry hosted one of the most memorable syndicated talk shows, dare I say, in the history of television. It went for 27 years. Jerry's show was so popular in the late 90s, it even occasionally beat Oprah Winfrey in the ratings in certain markets in the United States of America. There's a lot of emotions here. At hearing this news, Mel, what was your first thought?
So the news broke just after we wrapped the show yesterday, and we all quickly huddled, and we all had memories of the show, right? It was significant because it was the first talk show that went sort of to the extreme, right? There were a lot of spin-off type shows that took that approach, like a Maury Povich, right? Like he even launched various careers. His security guy, right? Like he launched his career. I sort of did a deep dive into him as a person, and he said this on his 25th 25th year anniversary of the show, and it was a quote, and it kind of stuck with me because anyone who was close to him said that this is who he was. And he said, "Know this, there's never been a moment in the 25 years of doing this show that I ever thought I was better than the people who appear on our stage. I'm not better, only luckier." And I think it was his ability to relate to people, to put himself in their shoes, is why he translated so well, both on and off camera, because you could really see that he cared about the stories and the people, regardless of the content, regardless of the storyline, he cared.
He did. I want to take it to a different place, though. And when I look back on that show, like Twitter and social media right now is what it is. And it's not a great place. And I'm trying to go back to kind of the genesis of it. And I think of his show that gave a huge platform to racists, that gave a huge platform to homophobes, to transphobes, and at the time, because it was a different time, kind of made light of it. And when things would really go off the rails, that's when his ratings would go up. Now, I don't mean any disrespect in this moment, because he was a mayor of Cincinnati. He was a very smart guy, all right? And when he started to profit and saw that, listen, people wanted this, the people wanted to consume what they consumed. But I can't help but look at this show, a show that I did watch as well, I'm no saint, a show that I watched, and think, like Twitter was kind of born here. Like, what are we really seeing on social media right now? Intolerance and yelling. That was kind of his show.
In a different form.
In a different form, and laughing at other people's misfortune. And I have I'm 46 now. I have mixed feelings on that era. And I've really been thinking about that a lot over the last 24 hours. This is not the time to overly criticize things, because he's no longer with us. And he was a smart dude. Jerry Springer was a very smart guy.
He was.
And he knew television. And that's how you make that's how you beat Oprah in the ratings. You kind of know television, and you know what Americans want to consume, and a lot of Canadians. But in hindsight, I don't like the show, but I do respect a guy who made that much money in his career doing standing there and watching people yell at each other and saying something at the end, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You know what's funny?
Like, it's kind of an amazing concept.
He even said that. He's like, listen, it's not hard to host a show. I know it was 3 phrases. I needed to say, welcome back, we'll be right back, and welcome to this guest, and what do you think about it, right? Like, that's what he said. He's like, but there's more to it within the humanity, whether or not you agree with the approaches. But he knew how to get your attention.
Yeah,
right?
He did. And listen, TV is difficult, but if you get people's attention, you can make a lot of money. Listen, there's a lot of opinions on Jerry Springer. He's gone at the age of 79. He definitely left a mark.